What's going on, everyone? Keon back for another 1v1, and this is going to actually be going towards the laddering. This laddering show? Haven't really come up with a name yet, but I will very, very soon. Now, spawning to the top right is going to be Fideoy as the nice Protoss player here. Nice and red, so that's good. Spawning at the bottom left is me. Cute little Terran. I don't recall if I won this game, but it is about 23 minutes. But going underway, I'm going, with my voice cracking, of course, I am going to be mostly practicing casting, of course, and I'm going to be looking at what I did wrong, what I can do better in the next games to come, and this is going to be basically, I guess you could call it a vlog kind of thing. That's kind of what it is as well. I'll be talking about random stuff as the game gets underway, stuff like that. Make sure, just overall learn the game a lot better. My goal is to get diamonds this season, so it's a pretty fresh season. I started a little bit late, but good news, I did get promoted. Not after this match, but a couple later. I actually got promoted after a free win, which was kind of funny. That has not happened before, so pretty excited about that. But drop down the forge right off the bat here. This startled me, actually. I came up here. I was going to build cannon somewhere around here. I somehow remember that. I mean, this was at least 5+ hours ago, so I mean, I did stream this, by the way, so I will put my stream stuff down below, my Twitter, all that good stuff. I need to stop bumping my knees so I can actually do nice little setups like that. So, one thing is, I don't think I scouted early enough here. Usually right as the barracks gets dropped down, you want to throw out that first SCV for the scout, like so. But me being a Silver League at the time, I think. Okay, well I'm just going for a nice little safety, looking for proxies, making sure he's not doing anything crazy. Because Silver League, again with my voice cracking, silver, bronze, gold, those first 3 leagues, pretty heavy with the cheese in my opinion. I mean, obviously there's cheese throughout every single league, but I really feel like bronze, silver, and gold really cheese heavy, only because they're new players. They don't know what else to do, so they freak out and it's like, let's cheese. Let's throw some cheese at them, make sure it's melted. Something like that. No wine with this cheese, though, because, it's not the pleasant kind of cheese. Usually, like, let's say Cannon Rush, those are always fun to deal with. But luckily, as Terran, very easily to be done with those, because you just lift the buildings, lift them away, make sure nothing too bad happens, don't lose too much. So there goes that. Poor SCV, blows up, boom. I was like, why is he building a cannon? I was kind of confused, but there's 2 gas coming up here, so really, because it's a Silver League, this could be anything. I mean, it's kind of hard to call out what's going to happen. Usually 2 gas is pretty, a nice early push. A nice early push, not a mean one. Something to just keep you on your toes. And there's Cybernetics core, and another. I keep bumping my knee up and down. That's more annoying me than anything. Here's my cute little Marine. I set him off to the front here. I'm like, here you go. You can. I wish I pressed the right button. There we go. And I'm like, there you go. You can have a smoke break over there. He's like, thanks, man. I wish I could do the Marine voice, but I can't. So yeah, so really I'm just practicing macro currently. I did do one stupid game where I was like, let's get 3 bases before barracks. Let's go ahead and get some planetary. And then he built air units, and I'm like, great. That's just perfect. So I couldn't really do much because I forgot turrets. And there's Twilight Council being thrown down pretty quickly here, so... and 2 gateways, so he can do a little bit of pushes. That's a pretty late... warp gate by the looks of it. That should have started a lot earlier, because you really want to time that to where that when the Cybernetics core comes out right away, you start that warp gate, because warp gate is essential. And I had a Protoss a while ago. It was a long time ago. I was trying to argue that warp gate isn't really that good. And I'm like, no, you need it for every single build, which is true. Unless you're going for only Stargate, I mean, that'd be the only option, but really, Sky Toss against Terran, probably not the best. And we've got Vikings and stuff to deal with that, so just keep that in mind. So I'm really late with this, what is it called? With this starport. Need that a lot sooner. I don't know how long it's been since it's been sitting out here, but it seems like a little bit. I could have at least built, I don't know, a couple Hellions just to run by this cannon and get some kills. Never mind, there's a cannon there. So that's a good thing I didn't do that. Just trying to think of stuff here. So it's about 7 minutes. I should have 3 gateways. I should have 3 barracks. That's for sure. This needs, well, it doesn't really need to be saturated just yet, but very soon it should be saturated. Are those guys going down there? Nope. And yep, I got these sent over here. And I'm keeping my supply okay. And here comes a little push here. Some Zealots making their way across the map here. And throwing down a Nexus as well, so... I mean, really the timing on that Nexus is a little bit wonky. Because he got a lot of stuff beforehand. Like the way he's building right now is more for like those Protoss versus Protoss matches where you don't know what the Protoss is doing. If he's, I mean, you really got to be careful PvP with that sort of thing. So here comes, and they do have speed charge. Keep that in mind. That's a little bit different. So a lot of stuff you see in Silver League, very different. Something you don't normally see in a normal pro match. Not saying it's never seen ever, but very, very rare nonetheless. And he's just running around scouting. And I think I spot these. Yep. So here they come. So I spot these, and I'm like, what? Zealots with charge? It's like, uh-oh. But luckily I have plenty of Marauders, Marines to take care of this. I might lose a chunk of Marines, though. That's the only problem. But he does have a lot of Zealots, actually. It's quite a lot. Can easily get rid of most... very much all these Marines, but thankfully some medevacs come out just in time, so that won't be too much of a problem. So yeah, these barracks are very late. This third one's super late. I at least should have attacked with a small force around 7 minutes if I only had 2 barracks for a while. So here comes a push. Charging 1 Marine with all of them. Not the best micro, but I mean, I can't really expect much in this kind of match. I tried to micro this Marine just a little bit, trying to move him out of the way like that. Marauder, so he's chasing him, and I get some free shots. That was kind of nice. I got to keep a good amount of those Marines. And this was very bad of me. Never sacrifice a factory. And if you do, at least start building one right away if you're like, you know what, I want to scout. Because really, I should have just scanned. And to be fair, I think I knew pretty much everything else. Yeah, everything was going on in his base. There wasn't anything new at this point. So I think I did scan his base, and I didn't even need to sacrifice that. So very bad move from my part there. And with this pylon, if you build a proxy pylon, don't be afraid to use like 300 minerals, get a few Zealots, and if obviously not with this clump of Marine Marauders here, but if there's nothing as natural, feel free to go ahead and harass that base, or if he has a third. That, by the way, I should be building. Do I start building that soon? I hope, because I have plenty of minerals. That's one thing right there. Keep those minerals low. Minerals kind of high up. Not the best macro in this game. I think this was like my third game of the day, so yeah, and coming back from a quite excessive break from this, which I shouldn't have done. So yeah, definitely wanted to make a base. Oh, I should have one completed around, I'd say 12-minute mark. Something around there for a third base. Because at this point, I should have 5 barracks, which I do, surprisingly. Just the third barracks should have been a lot earlier. Obviously, this the production here, medevac, and if he has, which he doesn't, thankfully, if he has Colossus, get another starport for the Colossus, because you're gonna want those Vikings. I almost said Vipers, which is a completely different race. So I just plopped down. Okay, yes, this is very late third base in terms of good macro. Obviously, if I'm going for a 2 base all in, won't need a third base, but I'm not. Yeah. So there you go. Let's see here. He's warping quite a few units, though. It's quite concerning, considering, well, actually, he doesn't have as many units as I thought he did. I mean, if he had a lot more Zealots to back this up, that would have been marvelous, but he does not. Let's check his... Let's see. He does have oversaturation in both bases, so he should be looking for a third. Probably should have gotten a third a lot sooner, in fact, because, I mean, hey, I'm getting my third. Does he even know what's going on? He knows this base. He has no idea what I'm building. I could be going straight up battle cruisers right now. He had no idea, but I'm not. So that's actually one of the things I try to do. Try to get a battle cruiser as fast as possible, and those are kind of hard to pull off unless you're pro. So after I tried screwing around one game, I was just like, yeah, I'm just not going to do that. So third base about 14 minutes, so it's a little bit late, but not too much. And there goes down that pylon, so he knows my force is on the way here, so that's good for him. But does he have the units? I'm going to say no. I'm very sure he doesn't. I think he somehow pushes his back, but he does work on some zealots. That's good. He's going to need some more zealots for this force to tank this. And is that a real Phoenix? That is a real Phoenix. He went for a Phoenix? Where? Oh, Dark Shrine. Oh, he's going to sneak some DTs. I think I remember how I messed up here. So, I'm not going to spoil it, though. I should just check the units lost tab real quick. So, there. Yep. Nothing really much going on. Just a lot of macro here. The thing I like about this, I get my +2 at a pretty good time. And I already have +1, so that's a good thing. And they are at +2 attack. But I have +1 armor, so it's pretty much even. It is pretty much even. I actually think it is even in upgrades, so hopefully this attack will happen soon. Oh, the excitement. I do have 2 more barracks on the way. That's actually a lot more than that. I don't know what these guys are doing. They're just hanging out, having a little party. Where's the party hats, am I right? We need those party hats back when the anniversary was happening. That'd be nice, but here you go. Nice little ball marines and medevacs, marauders, MMM for short. And here comes a scary attack. And he does have DTs placed already, so this is not good. I don't know he has DTs at this point, so at least I don't think so. Yeah, not at all. So here I come, and I should have seen those there, but I don't know what I was doing here. I do have a ghost. I mean, that's a plus. I have EMPs, but I don't think I actually missed that. Okay. So I do miss the EMP on those Dark Templars, which is a real shame. And there's a lot more Zealots warped in, so here comes the attack here. Going straight down the ramp, he's like, oh, I got this. But those ETs are behind, so that's not good at all. But here they come. They're going to be making some nice connections here. And I still have no idea they're on the field, so I think at this point I look down at my base. I got no idea these things are just attacking me. Oh my god, so many kills. So many kills. 6 on that Dark Templar. 6, 5, 5, 6. They're just taking out my army. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. Detection would have been nice there for that one. So each of these, holy cow, they have +3 attack, so that's actually not good. I might be considered behind. Just kidding. I got +3 on the way. So it is very... I think I'm actually ahead because he doesn't have any armor upgrades. All he has is attack. So it's going to be +1 against... Let's see, just +1 attack to... Oh, geez. What? How would that... I know I'm ahead, but I can't think of the math right now. So here's a lot of probes going over to this base to build. And this is definitely not the best thing. You don't want to wait for the first base here to, let me zoom back in. You don't want this first base to be fully depleted, well, 5 minerals away, but pretty much fully depleted, and then send out all your probes to make another expansion, because as you can see, I did see this. I know there's a base there. I know it's going to be on the way. This base I'm not too worried about, because really he doesn't have the probes to saturate both bases. So really he's going to be at 2.5 base, which really isn't good at this time of the game. He should be pretty much fully saturated. You should have 200 at this point, as like if you have really nice macro, that is. You should be pretty much maxed out. You should be getting your upgrades mostly done with. I mean, this is like, I'd say mid, almost late game territory right here, as at this time. And with the Silver League, this is more like mid game, maybe almost 4 base early game. I mean, this is not a big force, and now at this time I do know there's DTs on the way. I got plenty of EMPs to deal with this, so this is very good. This part is very good, and I'm even making missile turrets just for, well, this one's not going to make it in time, but oh, you picks up my SCV. That's really smooth right there. And I wish I had some water for this cast. This is a long cast. I'll be sure to grab some water after this, maybe record one more. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up, no problem, but he does kill a lot. He does a lot of work with those DTs. He still manages to be really far behind in resources. Oh, that's a jump. And he doesn't even get away with some. Oh my goodness. Oh, but I know they're there. Okay. Am I going to get these? Am I gonna get these? I've got an SCV who's gonna be going in head first. And that's another thing I found annoying. I always end up grabbing an SUV by accident, which is quite annoying. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So I EMP'd some of those, which is good. Because I didn't really want to use a scan. I figured I could use those scans for more offensive purposes. And I'm going to easily lock down this base. There is one Colossus actually getting 7 kills already, so he's almost paid for himself just on that alone. I'm going to... Okay, I do finally sim and grab that. That's good. So he gets destroyed there. This base is very vulnerable right now. So this is, once again, he only has 2 bases now. So he really needs this base. He really needs gas on this base as well. But unfortunately, that one's going to be locked down. What has he got going on over here? He does have a Colossus going back and forth. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He's really thinking to attack. Maybe so. And he does get in range finally. Oh, what was that button? I just hit something. That was good info. Okay, spending. Okay, that's good to know. Cool. Okay. Learn something new every day. Actually, I probably knew that was there. Just I'm not too smart. So my supply is way greater than his. My reinforcements making their way across the map right now. He has a 57 to 193. I don't think he stands a chance here. What do you guys think? This is going to be quite a scary attack just for him to see, because really he only has 1 base now. He cannot afford that many units. So here comes my, like, he's gonna lock down the game right here. Whether he DJs or not, whether he good jobs or not, I have no clue. I'm pretty sure he doesn't, because that doesn't really say at the end of the game. This is a lockdown. I scanned just for because reasons. And GG. Well, he didn't say it, but it was kind of a GG. Anyways, so let's see. Let's recap here. Let me pause. Or not. Okay, cool. It does pause there. Okay. So, what have I learned? Well, first off, I needed a 4th base. Pretty bad. I had a fully mined out one here, so I was only on 1 base as well. So keeping an eye on the minerals. Keeping an eye on how many bases. What am I trying to say here? Keeping an eye on the minerals, keeping an eye on where my SCVs are for sure, because like these guys are just chilling here. They've probably been, you know, partying for a while. I'm trying to zoom in. Like they're just raving over here. If only we had some lights going on over here and get some music pumping. Baby. And so yeah, well, other than that, I mean, macro is okay. I'd give it a C grade. Maybe barely a C. Let's just put it at that. I don't know. I'm kind of harsh on myself, but that's just how I am. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video in this ladder thing that I still don't have a name for. It's going to be fun. Take care. Zippity-doo-dah. Bye-bye.